Yo, peace, peace. Hey, I just want to talk about happiness and seeking things to be happy isn't it. How to get real happiness. What is real happiness? What I've found, and from my journey, this is what I can tell you. Happiness is synonymous with satisfaction, self-satisfaction, soul satisfaction. In astrology, this is actually known as the part of fortune. So it would be good to know your part of fortune. So happiness, a lot of us think that getting money is going to be great. Wipe our tears with money. I'd rather do that. That'll make us happy. A lot of us think that it'll be the relationship. When we get in the relationship, we'll finally be happy. When people talk about finding this happiness within, it's like, can you be happy without those things? And if you can't, why not? Why not? If you need those things in order to be happy, why is that? Why can't you enjoy your own company? Why is it that when certain things happen in life or certain people come around, your happiness goes away? Did you ever have it in the first place? How do other people have more control of your happiness than you? If you're chosen, then you deserve to know that you may be empathetic and you may be sympathetic. You may feel people's energies and you might want to do the right thing from that pain. But what you got to realize is some people are addicted to this pain. This pain biochemically is known as cortisol. It is a stress chemical hormone. It is very addicting and is what shuts off the immune system and leads to illness and things. Which is why you want to stay away from low frequencies such as anger, fear, sadness. You want to stay away from that. You want to go to higher frequencies: happiness, gratitude, joy, peace, bliss. How can you be happy with yourself in your own time? Well, a lot of us don't like what we do with our own energies in our own time. So we're already self-critical and self-judgmental. So one thing that we can do is focus on healing and growing with our free time. When I look at going to the gym, I don't really look at going to the gym as I'm trying to get buff. I really look at it as a discipline. I really look at it as doing something with that time that I know I'm going to thank myself for tomorrow. Or being able to be ready and be able for a situation. Rather than being unable or incapable, I want to feel more able. So working out, it gives me that. My mind is strong. I want my body to be as strong as my mind. Things of that nature. There's many reasons, multiple dimensions of why I might do something. I want you to realize that I'm not essentially happy getting up, going to the gym, or being at the gym. But when I'm happy is when I'm done. And when I look back and I'd be like, okay, I did it. Good for me. I'll be happy then. Sometimes I have met this roadblock. Maybe some people might resonate with this, where I'm so happy and I'm doing so much for myself that I really don't feel good anymore. Well, it doesn't give me that rush anymore. Well, I have to realize that it's not about the rush. The reason why I'm doing what's best for me and becoming the best version of myself isn't only to clean up the life that I may have muddied up until this point, and to get my life in alignment, right? To get my life right in areas where I was wrong, which is what all of us should look at in ourselves. But one reason why I do things isn't to just be happy either, but I want to be effective. And I've noticed that when I'm doing things that mean something beyond just pleasuring myself or pleasuring one of the five senses, I feel like that right there was meaningful. Accomplishing those things gives me satisfaction. So creating, one reason why people I know get very depressed a lot of the time and really sad a lot of the time is because they consume so much and they're always consuming. We need to learn how to create. Find a way to create. Find a way to take your energy and make something cool out of it for other people to be able to consume. Whether it be music, whether it be poetry, paintings, whatever it is that you choose to use as a medium to express your energies, go for it. And create. Know that creating is one of the major keys to happiness. I mean, a lot of us might even want to go into tantric energy or kundalini energy, that life force energy that was used to create us all. That energy can be harnessed and used to heal yourself in multiple dimensions. That energy can be harnessed and used to create and to do beautiful things with. So I want you to know that you are a powerhouse of energy. You have access to all information at all times. It's just a matter of adjusting your frequency. So we want to talk about being happy. One of the key ways to being happy, cliche way, is to just be grateful. Count the things to be grateful for. All the things in your life that you have, from the beginning of your day when you get up and take your first breath, to where you were resting, to whether you could shower, what you could eat. Be grateful for these things and all your opportunities, and you'll find out that you're going to find new ways to use some of the things that you already have. So being grateful also adds value to your life and adds value to the things in your life when you're grateful. And when you do that, you naturally become rich. You naturally become abundant by adding value to everything in your life. It's funny how that works. You can literally add value to things in your life, and your life will increase in value, and your decisions and your behaviors and what you may do and how you may feel from these same things. It could be different. You might not appreciate a person in your life for what they're good for, and so you may not like them. But as soon as you start to miss them and see what they did do, or if you can look at a person in your life and see what they are doing for you and where you could be grateful for them, when you're around them, it may not be such a problem anymore. It might just be you knowing what it is because of what you are grateful about for this person, what they do in your life, and what you do. How like, why are you in this person's life? Like, what is the point of view? So being grateful can also be an action to where you're showing gratitude by being there. You know, being your best self, I think, is really the major key here. Oh, okay. I'm like, what are all those sounds? They're a bunch of little birds. Oh, it's a beautiful bird. It's an orange bird. Hey, orange bird. You're pretty. It's comfortable next to me. Can you see the bird? I don't think you can see the bird. Oh, I got a homie too. It's a couple of them. Hey, walking straight up to me. That's crazy. But anyway, I love animals. Happiness comes from yourself. And if it comes from other things when you don't have them, then it wasn't your happiness, it was a thing. And if it comes from other people, or if other people can take it away from you, then you never truly had it in the first place. So when you know you're truly happy is when no one can take it from you. And I know this because I'll be around toxicity at some points in my life, and I will be able to just to be like, but I know who I am, and I know that's not me. No matter what they say to me, I know that they're just showing me their frequency, and those are the things. And I can't take to heart everything that they say because I know who I am, and what they're seeing is their perspective of me. They're telling me how they see life. They're not telling me who I am. So I have to have self-esteem. And in those moments, I can remain happy before and after, like, and I can let people go walk around with their anger and huff and puff and just be like, to me, it's like, that's immature, because to me, I'm literally good. I'm literally cool. And people don't believe that sometimes. Like, no, you're angry. No, you're mad. I'm like, sure. And it's not that I don't care. It's that I'm happy. I'm grateful. Like, I don't have time to sit there and explain like, oh no, I'm just not on that frequency. Like, I can look at the same thing. We can break a glass of vase on accident, and I can be like, oh, I broke that on accident. How can we fix it? And somebody can huff and puff and be angry about it all they want, and I'm still gonna be like, okay, my bad. How can we fix it? I'm not gonna have to just go down and start cussing back and breaking more vases or this and that, like, and retaliating from their frequency. No, I choose to show mastery all the time, and that makes me happy. The way I conduct myself in crazy situations, in situations when I have no reason to be happy, or nothing's trying to make me happy, right? Or it may seem that way. Me getting through that and mastering myself, when I look back at that, I'm happy. So it's a lot of the times when we look back at ourselves. So reflect in a positive way. Don't have anxiety to where you're too far in the future. Don't get depressed to where you're too far in the past. But be grateful for where you are and what has happened and why it happened. And take the lessons from things and let them go. Heal your traumas by not ignoring them, but looking at them, going into them, and grabbing a lesson from them, and figuring out what is the ultimate lesson you can take and learn from. How can you learn from that situation? and see why it divinely happened to you, for you to get those lessons, no matter how crazy what you went through was. You got to do your best to still look at it and let it go, because if the longer you hold on to it and the more you identify with it, the more it controls you rather than you controlling it. So I just want people to have sovereignty in all dimensions. I want them to have true power. So anyway, my name is Soular Moray. Love you guys. I just want to talk to you about doing what's best for you. If you don't know your purpose, you don't know who you are, feel free to book a reading with me. I do astrology, and my astrology readings, usually the first ones are about purpose. Look up my music on all platforms. Soular Moray. There it is again. And you'll realize that my music is also very healing and very high frequency. So if this video helped you, go ahead and like the video, share it, subscribe. I just really feel like it's important to put these videos out because they're healthy reminders to myself, and I know that other people need to hear this. People tell me all the time, like, where are you at? Where are your videos? And I'm just like, it's not because they're dependent on it. It's because people support you and care about you, and you may not know it. And you may be changing people's lives and being there for them in ways that you may not know, just by being yourself. So this is why I tell you guys to create. That's going to make you very happy. That's going to form a lot of connections and bonds. So network, communicate as well. This is another great way to be happy. It's not about being codependent, but it's about connecting with people in your purpose while being on your purpose yourself. There's a water jet board thing. Oh, that's cool. So yeah, being cool, like networking. Like some guy invited me to use his boat the other day just because we were just having a cool conversation. So I'm just saying, like, happy. It actually started off bad. I turned it to good just by controlling my energy. Next thing you know, the guy who came to cuss at me is in there inviting me on his boat. So anyway, I love y'all. Hold it down. Keep it up. Peace.